Hey everybody, Murray and J08 here. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for joining me today. This is an ongoing series that I have, retro video game memorabilia treasures and pickups. I go out on the hunt, eBay, thrift stores, flea markets, garage sales, wherever, and I buy video game memorabilia. Shirts, books, guides, magazines, collectibles, figurines, plushies, systems. I do buy doubles, I buy triples. If it's a good deal, I'll take advantage of it. I'm always looking for something, pretty much anything Nintendo, anything Atari, Sega. Always looking for stuff, different stuff, rare stuff, common stuff. I do a lot of different hunting. So, thank you for joining me, and let's get right into this episode. We got a lot of cool finds in this one. And if you haven't seen my previous episodes, please go back and check them out. My collection is pretty massive, and it's always growing as I find this stuff every day. I'm always doing eBaying and out and about and Craigslist and pretty much anything that I could get my hands on. And like I said, I'm always trying to get good deals on stuff, so without going crazy. So this is my latest batch of Murray and J08's treasures. Let's check it out. What do we got here? Let's start off with some PlayStation 1. Some OG PlayStation. What do we got here? Here's one. Duke Nukem, Time to Kill. Awesome to own this. Shake it, baby. I don't have time to play with myself. Love Duke Nukem. I'm a big Duke Nukem collector. As you know from my previous episodes, we're always finding Duke Nukem stuff. And this is Time to Kill for the PlayStation 1. Very cool to own this. We'll add this to the game room. The big ever-growing game room of mine. Check this out. Love collecting the old PlayStation 1 boxes because I love the artwork. This is Street Fighter the movie. Digitized graphics from the hit movie. Let me tell you something. What a cheesy-ass Street Fighter game. Let me tell you. But this is a collector's, that's for sure. It's a blast from the past. Glad I could own this. This actually is mine originally from when I bought it. And, little advertisement there for wrestling. But, yeah, this is Street Fighter the movie with Jean-Claude Van Damme. This is the video game. They actually used the people from the movie, the actual characters in the movie, for the video game. It's quite different, but from a huge Street Fighter collector as myself, this is awesome to own. And of course, the original Twisted Metal in the original launch day box. Very cool to own this. This is definitely a cool find. I absolutely love these boxes. Remember this? They used to come with the They used to come with the disc cleaner. Man, look at this. I still have all my codes and stuff. Wow. Yep. Oh my God, look at that. Those original PlayStation stuff, the memory cards. Wow. This is cool. Yep, this is mine originally. I kept it. I'm a big fan of the PlayStation 1, and I love collecting for it, especially when they're in these original big boxes like this. I love these. These are so awesome. I like to take these out every so often to look at them. Yep. Twisted Metal. A big Twisted Metal collection. I guess we'll stick with the systems. We'll go some more PlayStation 1. Here's a good one. Mortal Kombat Trilogy. I love Mortal Kombat. I'm a big Mortal Kombat collector. And, definitely want to add this to my collection. This is the exclusive PlayStation edition. Man, this game is massive. I still tell people this to this day. If they tell me, if I'm to play one Mortal Kombat, like to introduce me to the, I guess there's Armageddon too, which is pretty good. But they say the classic, Mortal Kombat. Which one do you recommend? I always tell them Trilogy on the PlayStation 1. This game is amazing. There's actually a story about this. I bought this the day it came out. I bought it at Toys R Us, I believe, and I don't know what happened to it. I was in the middle of moving, and I'm pretty tight with my stuff, and I'm a fanatic. But somehow, I don't know what happened to it. I lost it, and it took me forever to try to find this on eBay. And my fiance actually found this for me and surprised me one Christmas, and actually got this for me. So, yep, great game. Here's Wipeout for Wipeout 3 for the PlayStation. This is cool. Cool to own this. Cool to add this to the collection. This was a really good game. I love Wipeout. I love the series. One of my all-time favorite Need for Speeds, Need for Speed 2. My all-time is Road and Track for the PC. I have a boxed copy of that. That's my all-time favorite racing game. But this is up there. Was a really good game. Love this game. Back when Need for Speed was on the top of their Game Boy. Street Fighter Alpha 3. Recently showed this off on my PSP pickups, but this is the PlayStation 1 edition. Love this game. One of my favorite fighting games of all time. This is a great version of the game on the PlayStation 1. Highly collectible for Street Fighter fans. Yep, Alpha 3. Great game. As you know, I'm always collecting Madden, going back and finding all the old Maddens on all the old systems, and this is Madden 97 for the PlayStation. This is actually, I bought this new. This is my copy. Countless hours on this. It was a good one. And NBA Shootout. Love basketball games. I got this when I got my PlayStation. This is Shootout. Very cool basketball game. Wow. What year was this? Yeah, 1996. Awesome. Blast from the past. Let's look at some Xbox One. Backyard Wrestling. Don't try this at home. Remember this one? Yo, sure you do. I was big into the ICP and St. Clown Posse. I was a juggalo. I gotta admit. No, I was. I was a juggalo. I ran with the hatchet. They're in this game. And this is actually a pretty cool game. Violent J and Shaggy 2 Dope. Twisted. This is actually a really, really cool game. I actually really like this game a lot. So, yeah. Backyard Wrestling. Good find. Here's one. X-Men Legends 2. Rise of Apocalypse. Got this in a pawn shop. Definitely a cool find for the Xbox One. Always another great system to collect for. Oh, I'm sorry. Not Xbox One. Xbox Original. Yikes. Sorry, Mark Whitten. Sorry about that. I'm really sorry. My God. I'm going to be beaten later on. Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers on Xbox One. Love this game. Amazing game. Really enjoyed this a lot. Love the Lord of the Rings movies. So that was a cool find. Alright, I guess what's next is the Sega Genesis. I went on a Sega Genesis hunt. I'm always trying to find boxed copies of Genesis games. So these are the boxed copies I came across. Joe Montana Sports Talk Football 2. Ooh. Definitely cool in the box. So, got this one. Love collecting for the Genesis. Come on, you gotta own this. The original Mortal Kombat boxed for the Sega Genesis. Remember you had to put the code in for the Gore? For the Al Gore. This is an awesome game though. This is one of my... Well, this is in the Holy Grail fighting games. You gotta admit. Come on. Yep. Very cool to own that. Here's another one for the Holy Grail. Street Fighter 2 Championship Edition for the Genesis in the box. Gotta love it. Got this one off of eBay. I actually bought... I got this one. I actually got the Genesis, the Sega Genesis. A second one I bought on eBay, and this came with the bundle. Yep. NHL 96. I think this one came from eBay also. The Puck Stops Here. New one, 96. The best sports simulator ever. Game Player Magazine. Imagine that. Bastards. Nah, gotta love EA though. They are what they are, but... So, what's this one? Super Monaco. GP. Wow, I remember this one. Yep, got this one off of eBay too. Definitely cool to own in the box. I think I had a loose one of it. But this is in the box. So definitely cool to own this. Yep. Come on, come on. Can't have a Genesis pickup collection without this bad boy. The Blue Blur himself. Come on. Sonic the Hedgehog. Not for resale. This is the one that came with the system. Yeah. Remember that, kids? Back in the day when you bought a system, it came with games. No, I'm not kidding. So, check that out. Awesome. Yeah. Love this. Man. Yeah, this is in the Holy Grail games, that's for sure. Very cool. Here we go. On that note, Sonic the Hedgehog 2 in the box. Sonic and Tails Team Up. Gotta own this one. Another really good one to own. Look at this one. WWF Royal Rumble. wow, me and my cousin, we were huge wrestling fans, and you know, wrestling and video games was a good combo. And on the weekends, he used to come over. I actually have this also for the Super Nintendo. That's actually where we really played it on. I later got this one off of eBay. I know, I'm a cheater. But I did play this on the Super Nintendo. But this is the Genesis version. I wanted to own both copies of it. We used to call it Oily Rumble. Nah, it was awesome. Man. Very cool. And I got Sonic Spinball. Sonic the Hedgehog Spinball. Boxed copy. Always good to own. Very cool. Awesome game. Way ahead of its time. The graphics on this for the Genesis were insane. I remember when this game first came out, people were like, whoa. This was like one of the games that you showed your system off with. Yeah. I'm just reading the back of the box. It's so many memories. Awesome. Yep. Okay. So, we got through PlayStation, Xbox, we did some Genesis. We got 2 more systems to cover on this video. This is a jam-packed video. What do we got next? Come on. SNES, Super Nintendo. Gotta show some love. So, like I was saying, here it is. Super WrestleMania for the Super Nintendo. This is actually the one that me and my cousin spent countless Friday nights, Saturdays, and Sundays playing. When everybody back then told me to get a life, if they only knew now that pretty much nothing changed. But, yeah. Actually, I'll probably play more of them now. This is the game that I spend a lot of hours with. Loved this game. I actually used to play this so much that I thought I was in the game. Here we go. Here's a classic Super Mario World. Can never have enough copies of these. Remember these little slip cases to collect to protect it from the dust? Got those on some of them. Yep, Super Mario World, one of the classics, one of the ones to own. And your Super Nintendo. Actually, you know what? Well, I have the original boxed copy, but I got this at a video game collector in Florida. It was at a flea market. It's a vintage video game guy, and he had really good prices. I actually bought, I don't know, I had bought $200-300 worth of shit. So after a while, he was just knocking off, like, giving me zany, crazy prices because I kept going back to him. I got serious problems. Here we go. Remember the Super Scope 6? I don't think I showed that off in any of my videos, but I have one in the box. I actually have, it's brand new in the box. But this is the game that actually came with the Super Scope. This had a collection of mini games. Mole Patrol, a couple others. One you got to shoot down spaceships. I forget. But, yep, Super Scope 6. So this was the game. Oh, this is it. This is WWF Royal Rumble. This actually is the one that I played the most with my cousin. We played WrestleMania, but we also played. Actually, we played this one even more. This was Royal Rumble. This one was a blast, knocking everybody out of the ring. We used to play. This is the game actually that. Wow, Razor Ramon, Shawn Michaels, awesome. Yokozuna, Mr. Perfect, Bret Hart, Undertaker. Yeah, boy, this was the classic. Yep, was another fanatic too of wrestling back in the day. So again, combo, best of both worlds. Here's another one for the fighting game Holy Grail, Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo on the NES. Come on, got this one from another vintage video game store down in Florida. I have a couple copies of this, but I can never pass this game up. Just looking at the label, I get the shakes. I get the goosebumps. My God, what a fighting game. I actually remember. It's funny. I actually remember as a kid going to the local rental store and renting this game. Renting it like almost every weekend. I could have bought the game probably 10 times. Going and renting them because like today, video games were not cheap then. Here's another one for the collection, Star Fox. This is the game that I actually would show people, would show off my my Super Nintendo. When people would come to my house and I would show them this game. This game was so ahead of its time. This game was amazing. I remember people actually going into my living room and their jaw dropping like, "Oh my God, look at that game!" what do they call it? The Super FX. Yeah, gaming engine. Yep, Star Fox. Love it. One of my all-time favorite games. Mario Paint. I actually have the mouse and the hard mouse pad. This was another game that I would play all the time as a kid. This is actually my original copy when I bought it. Countless hours doing the music, doing the notes, doing the coloring books. Me and my friends from school would come over. My lady friends, and we would just play this. We would play this for countless hours. Loved this game. Wow, I would actually like them to bring this back, like a Mario Paint for the Wii U. Wouldn't that be sick? Oh man, love Mario Paint. This was a game. Such iconic music too. Last but not least, we have the last system to cover on here. I know this is a jam-packed episode, but I've been gathering quite a lot of finds. This is going to be dedicated to, actually, honestly, one of my favorite systems, especially one of my favorite systems to collect for, the Sega Dreamcast. That's right, kids. Remember that one? Well, I don't know if you do or not, but I do, and I absolutely was obsessed with the Dreamcast. And I still find myself going around and trying to collect for it. So I actually got a couple cool things to show you here. So come on, join me. Gotta show love for the Dreamcast. Here's NBA 2K for the Dreamcast. Look at that. What a fun system to collect for. I feel so bad for the Dreamcast. I found it to have such a short life. It came out in a bad time with other gaming systems, and that's what happens to a lot of these gaming systems that don't have a long lifespan. But I don't know. Like, I just thought that the Dreamcast was just amazing. I thought the graphics were amazing. It was so vibrant. It was so colorful. I loved the system. I remember when that system came out, I got it for Christmas. That Christmas I got it, and my parents had fooled me. And they says, "I'm sorry, son. We couldn't get you the Sega Dreamcast." And you could imagine what I was saying under my breath. But, I figured, well, what are you going to do? So I got, they did like the Ralphie on the Christmas Story with the BB gun. They gave me the box at the end, and I knew deep down what it was when I seen it, and I opened it, and it was the Dreamcast. And I hurtled. I went nuts. I remember playing it. That entire Christmas was pretty much wasted. I don't even know if I showed up for dinner. People came over to the house. I could give two shits. I was in my room playing my Dreamcast. So, yep. And on that note, this was one of the games that I got at the launch. Sonic Adventures. And this is the game that blew me away. And to this day, I'm sorry, this game still amazes me. This game has awesome, balls-to-the-wall graphics. This is what showed the Dreamcast off. I thought this game was stunning. This game was really well done and one of my most memorable Sonic the Hedgehog games. So, NBA 2K1. Loved the basketball games on the Dreamcast. I remember when the Dreamcast came out and I got it after winter break for Christmas when we went back to school. Me and my friends would just talk about it because they knew that I had one. And we would just talk and they would ask me questions. And it was like we had like a Dreamcast chat during gym when we had to walk the track. And this is the system that we talked about. Sega Bass Fishing. Another great one. This was a lot of fun. Enjoy your fishing. Large area. So, very cool. Me and my dad actually got into this one. There actually was, I don't have it, I haven't come across it yet, but I'm sure I will, and add it to the collection. They actually have a fishing pole, a fishing rod for this game. So, yep. Okay, here we go. These were very, very, very cool. These were the VMUs. Do you remember these? These were for the Dreamcast. And what you would do is, you would actually put this, I should have brought it down, it's upstairs in my gaming room, but you take the cap off, you put this into your controller, and it actually, this was like so ahead of its time, kind of like the Wii U is now, but this actually was a screen. That's right. And you could get a lot of your information from whatever game you were playing. And then when you actually took this out of the controller and put the thing back on, you could actually use this as a portable gaming system to do all kinds of things. Download and modify characters from Dreamcast games, display secret info during a game, play self-contained VMU games, trade files with other VMUs, save Dreamcast game files. This was sick. This a lot of people don't know about this, but these were cool. This is actually one of the most interesting things about the Dreamcast. And it's funny too because like stuff like the Wii U or even like the Vita, with the crossplay and all that. This was doing it back then in the day. Of course, it wasn't perfected, but I mean, come on, look at where they were going. Look at the direction that they were going. So they were ahead of their time. So this was another gem from the Dreamcast. A lot of people that love the Dreamcast will remember this baby. Got a couple of these. Got some sealed in the plastic. Got some that are actually in the controller still. I remember the batteries would always die on these pretty quick. But, yeah, these were cool. These were the thing to collect. Wow. Actually kind of reminds me of like a Tamagotchi. Remember those? Now, these are cool. I saved these for last because I think that these are awesome. I used to get Dreamcast Magazine, and every month they would also give you a demo disc that you could try all Dreamcast games, and they had a demo for almost every single Dreamcast game that came out, whatever was popular for the time. And it was a demo disc of like mini games of all the games that were coming out or that were out already. So I got quite a few of these. But here's one. Got Rayman on it. Got Rayman 2, Virtual Striker 2, Choo Choo Rocket. Also includes a full version of Sega Swirl game. Includes the Dreamcast web browser update 1.1. It was actually a Microsoft-based operating system. Here we go. Web browser 2.0 includes Silver, Fur Fighters, Railroad Tycoon 2, Super Magnetic Neo, Tomb Raider: The Last Revelation, Tony Hawk Pro Skater. Look at that. Very cool. Look at this one. Sonic Adventures, House of the Dead, Ready to Rumble 2, Sega Bass Fishing. Wow, look at that one. Cool to own that. This one's got February 2001, Volume 11. Playable demos, 4x4 Evolution, 18-wheeler, Outrigger, Max Steel, Sega Swirl, and a Jurassic 5 music video. Wow. This one is December of 2000, Volume 9. Silent Scope, Star Lancer, Kiss, Cycle Circus, The Nightmare Child. Wow. Skies of Arcadia, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2, Army Men, Super Boom, Tread Troopers, Looney Tunes Space Race. Includes the Sega Web Browser 2.0 with SegaNet. Yeah, good luck with that. Wow. January 2001, Volume 10. Sega Marine Fishing, Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six, Rogue Spear, Pod Speed Zone, Phantasy Star Online, Evil Dead, Hail to the King. Wow. Awesome. San Francisco Rush, Ultimate Fighting Championship, Tony Hawk Pro Skater, Megaforce Racing, Sydney 2000. Wow. Check this one out. Eco the Dolphin, Defender of the Future. Jet Grind Radio, remember that one? Demolition Racer. Awesome. Includes exclusive Shenmue movie. Awesome. That is it. That is all of them. So I thought I'd include that into the video. I thought that was pretty cool that I kept these. Very cool. Glad to own these. I'm sure there's a lot more floating around that I don't have, but I will collect them. More stuff to put on my checklist when I go out during my treasure hunting. So thank you for joining me. I hope to see you guys soon in the next video. Take care, everyone.